In addition to the new forms for Solgaleo and Lunala, Nintendo also revealed 3 brand new Pokemon for the upcoming Sun and Moon games. So today I'm here to share my thoughts and do a little bit of an analysis for each of them. Let's start off here with Pikipek, which appears to be the Pokemon shown off in the very first Sun and Moon trailer. Pikipek is a normal flying type Pokemon with the abilities Keen Eye and Skill Link, and appears to be the starting flying type for the Alola region, akin to Pidgey, Sparrow, Taillow, and so on. To start things off, I'm actually a very big fan of this thing's design. The coloring's totally on point, and I do very much like the concept of a woodpecker Pokemon. Pikipek's description on the Sun and Moon website actually says that its beak is powerful enough to drill through wood and even shatter stone, meaning it's most likely going to have access to Drill Peck. The description also says that it attacks distant opponents by zipping seeds at them, which hints at it having Bullet Seed as well. My predictions for this thing's stats are that once it evolves, it's going to have very high speed, pretty good attack, but poor defenses and HP, similar to the stats of Talonflame. I expect Pikipek to have a 3-stage evolution line, and considering how good the starting bird Pokemon have been for the past few generations between Talonflame and Staraptor, I think we can actually expect this thing to be pretty useful. Skill Link is a great ability, and I'm sure Game Freak will give Pikipek more than a few moves to take advantage of this ability. I also think this Pokemon is going to get a type change when it evolves, although exactly what typing it will gain is tough to say. One possibility is Dark and Flying, since most of its body is colored black. Another possibility is Fire Flying, because the crest on its head is colored red, but at the same time I have doubts that Game Freak wants to repeat Talonflame's typing. That's all I have to say about Pikipek for now, so let's go ahead and move on to Yungoos. I don't necessarily hate this thing's design, but I don't like it nearly as much as the other two. Yungoos is a pure normal type with the abilities Stakeout and Strong Jaw, which are both incredibly good abilities. Stakeout is actually a brand new ability in Sun and Moon that will allow Yungoos to do double damage to any Pokemon that switches in or enters the field mid-battle. The description is a bit unclear on the Sun and Moon website, but most likely this thing is going to be able to do double damage on the same turn a Pokemon switches in, because otherwise if it just did double damage on all Pokemon that switched in, it would be totally overpowered. Yungoos has a habit of falling asleep rather suddenly when it gets exhausted, which indicates it may get the move Rest. It's also said to eat a ridiculous amount of food, which I don't think is hinting at anything and is just interesting trivia. My expectations for this thing are that it will have most likely a 2, but possibly 3-stage evolution line that will change type upon evolution. Yungoos looks like it could also be a dark type, but once again it's very tough to say, and it could very well end up retaining its normal type. Yungoos seems to be more of a physical attacker, and I expect it to have high speed as well, but perhaps relatively poor defenses. The final Pokemon revealed was Grubbin, which is a pure bug type categorized as a larva Pokemon with the ability Swarm. I'm personally kinda indifferent towards the design, since I think there are some good things, but also a few bad things that outweigh the good. In the description on the website, it says that Grubbin loves electricity, which to me is a hint at it evolving into an electric type. I could see this thing being sorta similar in concept to Galvantula, since in its description it says that it spews threads from its body, much like a spider is able to. My prediction for Grubbin's evolution line is that it's going to be a 3-stage evolution line, with the latter evolutions gaining the electric type. As for stats, this one is harder to predict than the previous two, but I could see Grubbin having higher special attack, since after all it is described to like electricity, which is generally associated with special attacking Pokemon. It doesn't look particularly fast though, so what I'm expecting is a fairly bulky tank with high special attack, average physical attack, and perhaps low speed. Well, alright guys, that's pretty much all I have to say about these Pokemon. Overall, I do like them for the most part. I'm especially a huge fan of Pikipek, and hopefully these things are going to be very fun to use. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to drop me a like down below and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more Pokemon Sun and Moon content in the future. Otherwise, I hope you all have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.